Hello everyone, it's Martha here with you today, and it is a big day at LLLC Crafts for our club kit. It is our 5th birthday this month, and it is an extra special kit this month. There is a gift die that is an extra die that you wouldn't normally be getting because usually you get 3. There are 4 this month. There's also a super cute coaster that is going out for our subscribers, and there's also a special timeline. You get until the 29th of this month to subscribe to start with this kit, so that's wonderful. That's way more time than we usually get. There's also a giveaway for my followers, so if you're coming from Instagram, then hop back over to Instagram and you need to follow LLLC Crafts, and I will have them tagged over there. You need to follow them on Instagram, and then you need to go to Facebook and join the club group there on Facebook, and again I will have those links available for you, and you have to tag a friend in the giveaway post on Instagram. So I hope that's not too confusing, but like I said, if you're coming from YouTube, then you need to go over to Instagram, and I will have my Instagram account linked below here, so you need to go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you're not already, and then you need to follow LLLC Crafts on Instagram, and then also hop over to Facebook and join the club group there, and then on Instagram in my giveaway post you need to tag a friend, and there will be a $25 giveaway to the LLLC Crafts online store. So really nice giveaway for my followers. I'm super excited about that. So there's also a huge prize over in the club LLLC Crafts group on Facebook. If you play the games and all the stuff they've got going on over there, there's a grand prize of a 12-month subscription to the club, and as you know, it's $40 a month. So if you can do the math, that's a really big prize. That is the grand prize. And then the second prize is a 6-month subscription, again huge, and then third prize is a 3-month subscription, still pretty darn fantastic. So go ahead, go over there, play the games, and really join in on the fun. We are super excited for this month for our birthday. So let's get down to what the club kit is this month. So this is it here. So it's fantastic. There's the little Marcie, and she's got some sentiments. You are a wonderful reason to celebrate, sending birthday wishes and surprise. And then there's a secondary set that has this adorable little group of critters, and it comes with happy birthday from all of us, congrats, and then it has a little party hat as well. And then for the dies, you have a birthday balloon, and you have the birthday sentiment or the birthday word, and then also this little present that says happy inside. But that is not all. This is, you know, what you would usually be getting, but this month, since it's our birthday, you also get these wonderful balloon numbers, and it is just such a cute little die. You're gonna see everything I do with the club kit after this video, or after this little instructions. There's gonna be a whole tutorial video for quite a few projects that I'm gonna show you in a minute here. All right, so here's the numbers, balloon numbers die, the birthday die, the happy present die, and then the balloon with the cute little string. I absolutely love this balloon. As you'll see in my projects, I use it a ton. So that's that. And then here is the stamps. So here's the lovely Marcie, the critters here all together, and then all the sentiments that come with it. So you are going to enjoy this club kit this month, and like I said, you have until the 29th to sign up to subscribe to the club to start with this kit. So absolutely fantastic. So let me show you what I did with it. I did a few things here, which you're going to see in the video. There's one more project that I'm not going to show here because I actually already gave it away, but that is going to be in the video as well. So this is one of the things I made with the adorable little critters, and I just used my Copic markers and I did some no line coloring here, and then there's the balloon and the From All of Us sentiment here, and then just a few other LLLC Crafts products, and everything that is not in the club kit will be linked below this video as well. So this is just a cute little box that we made together in the video. So you're going to learn how to do that. Really cute. And then here's the sweet little Marcie from this month's kit. She is just absolutely adorable. And then here I've just used the number balloons just kind of in a different way. And there's a sentiment from the club kit, and then that balloon again. So darn cute. And then here is a shaker card, and I've used the little balloon numbers in here to shake around. So darn cute. So again, you will learn how to make that. And then this sweet and simple little card here, you are a wonderful reason to celebrate, and has the lovely sun stencil from our summer box back there. Really cute. And then just a simple happy birthday card with the birthday word die, and then the little happy present die, die there. So you are going to learn how to make all of these projects, plus one more that is not, that I've already given to a special someone. So get ready for the tutorial. It's going to be immediately following this video, and remember to enter the giveaway. My Instagram will be linked below this video as well, so you have to hop over there, follow me on Instagram, and then I will have LLLC Crafts tagged there. You have to go over there, follow them, hop over to Facebook to the club group, and which you're going to want to see what they've got going on there anyway because of those fantastic prizes, and go ahead and join the group there, and then tag a friend in the Instagram post for this giveaway, and you will be entered to win a $25 gift certificate to the LLLC Craft store. All right, without further ado, here is the tutorial. Okay guys, let's get started on our first card here. Here is what you need to make this card. We are starting off by die cutting the largest double-stitched square from that piece of watercolor paper there, and all the dimensions will be in the screen before our project starts for all the papers we're going to need. So I'm just showing you there what we need, and we're going to be using acetate in this card as well, and our long flags dies. And here I have colored up the balloon letters with some of my Zig Clean Color brush markers. And now I'm going to start inking on this background here with the mustard seed ink, and I'm just using some blending brushes, and I'm just getting a nice smooth blend there, and then I just spritzed it with a little bit of water and dabbed it off with some tissue paper just to get that kind of blotchy look on there. And I'm just inking the frame we created with the picked raspberry ink, and again I'm just blending it on there kind of messy, and then I am going to again spritz it with the water and then just dab it off with the tissue just to get that look, and I'm just going to set it aside to dry for a second. So it has dried now, and I'm adding some 1/4 inch tape to the back of the frame so that I can attach my acetate. Just removing the backings. The dimensions of the acetate will be at the beginning of the video as well, and I'm just trimming off any excess that the acetate left. And now I'm just adding some foam tape all around the frame, and I'm going to add 2 layers of foam tape so that I get enough room in there to really shake around. So I remove the backing in between, obviously. But I also remove the backing before I add my shaker pieces, because sometimes if you remove the backings after, I find the shaker pieces can kind of pop up and onto the foam tape, so I always remove them beforehand. So I'm just making sure all my letters are facing toward the outside of the card, so that when they shake around you can see them and none of them are upside down. And then I've just added my sequins in there as well, and I'm just going to attach it to the card base here with some art glitter glue. So it's looking really nice there. Now I'm just adding my long flags die, and I'm just using the peacock feathers Distress Oxide ink, and again I'm spritzing it. You're going to see this technique throughout the video. And then I just dabbed it off with some tissue paper, and I just stamped the happy birthday sentiment that comes in the club kit. And now I'm just inking the balloon with the marigold ink here, or sorry, marmalade, spiced marmalade ink. And then again I just spritzed it and just dabbed it off with the paper. And I'm just adding, I always like to add a little bit of glue to the back of my dimensionals when I'm putting it on the oxide ink, because I find it doesn't stick as well. And then I just added the little bow, and that is the first card finished. So now we're on to the cute little box, and I colored up the creator's image from the club kit, and I just did some no line coloring there, and I'm just kind of showing you everything you're going to need. But again, it's all listed in the screen before we start. I'm using the stencil there as well. And here we are with the actual box. So the top of the box is going to measure 7 by 7, and you're going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides. And the bottom is going to measure 6 7/8 by 6 7/8. And again, you're going to score on all 4 sides at 1 inch. And now I'm just going to reinforce all my score marks. And now here you see me just trimming out those little wedges all the way around. So we cut up, and then I just cut out a little wedge just so that everything goes together neater. And I'm going to do that on the top and the bottom of the box. Alright, so now I'm going to cut the square out of the center, and I'm going to go ahead and run that through my die cutting machine with both together like that. And then I'm popping this one out, and then sometimes the underneath layer won't cut, especially with this heavy watercolor paper, so I'm just kind of putting it back where the impression was left underneath from the die, and then I just ran it through again to cut the hole into the box top. And now I'm going to grab my stencil, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Picked Raspberry ink, and again just a blending brush, and I am going to create the design on the frame. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and add again the 1/4 inch tape around the opening on the back of the lid, and I'm going to add the acetate on there. And now I'm just gluing on the frame as well, again just using my our glitter glue. Now I'm just reinforcing all my score lines, especially since it went through the die cutting machine. And now I'm just adding some glue to the tabs and just closing the box up, the box lid up all around. And now just the same for the bottom. Alright, and as you can see, the lid fits on there really nicely. And I'm just going to add my little critters and my sentiment there that is also from the club kit. And I'm just using some foam tape to pop up the critters. And now I'm just going to add my balloon. But I'm just going to use some of the mustard seed ink again, and I'm just gonna add it with the little bit of spritzing and then just dabbing that water off. And I'm just gonna add it with some foam tape. And then just add my little bow, and then our box is complete. So on to the next card. This one is really simple, but I think super pretty. So here I'm using the new sun stencil that came in the summer box. And I am going to do some inking on this watercolor cardstock that I've already stamped the sentiment at the bottom there from the club kit. And I'm just using the mustard seed ink just to create that little background. And this one is not going to get the spritzing because I liked it just the way it was. These two balloons, one I'm going to do in the spiced marmalade, and one I'm going to do in the peacock feathers. And again, I'm the picked raspberry. And again, I'm spritzing them and then just dabbing off that water. Alright, and I'm just going to pop my balloons up onto that panel there. Again, just adding a little bit of wet glue because I do find it is hard to stick the pop dots to the oxide inks or even just the regular distress without wet glue. Alright, and I'm just matting it onto the gray cardstock, and then it's going to go onto the card base. Alright, so this next one is again a pretty simple, clean and simple card. Just lots of fun inking. So I'm going to start out by inking this watercolor panel with the peacock feathers first and then the spiced marmalade. And I'm just bringing the peacock feathers in from the bottom. And then the spiced marmalade comes in from the top, and I'm just leaving a bit of a space. I'm not actually connecting the two. And now I'm again just dropping some water on there. I really just like to break up the color and just dabbing that off. And now I've got a little white strip here that's going to go across the center. And I'm just going to add my birthday words across that white strip. Alright, and now I'm just trying to place that little present die that says happy, and I just colored that again with my Zig Clean Color brush markers, and I'm just adding that onto the gray panel and then onto my card base. Alright, and then onto the beautiful Marcie that comes with the August Club Kit. I again colored her with my Copic markers, and I used the no line technique. And here I'm just using the smaller of the So Many Dots layering stencil with the peacock feathers ink on the watercolor panel. And now I've die cut the balloon letters, but I left them in the panel I die cut them from because I just wanted a little bit of a background. And I'm using the peacock feathers here to ink them. Again, not all the way to the top, and now I'm just adding some water droplets, and then I will dab them off. And the same for one of these balloons. Just using the peacock feathers and the water droplets. And then the mustard seed on this balloon here. And I'm just bringing my panel back in, and I'm going to attach my gray panel to my card base and then attach my watercolor panel as well. And then I'm going to pop up the panel that has the die cut letter balloons in it, and that's going to serve also to hold them all together in there. Again, just adding a little bit of wet glue to my foam adhesive, and then I'm just adding Marcie. So I'm popping her up just above that panel. I'm just adding a double layer of foam tape on the bottom, and a double layer on the top and a single layer on the bottom, just so she can be popped up above that panel at the bottom there. I'm just adding my little sentiment on one of the stitched circle dies. And I'm adding my little balloons with the bows, and that will almost finish this card. I'm just adding a couple sequins here and there just because I thought that would be cute. It kind of reminded me of falling confetti, so that's why I placed one in her hair. Alright, and that finishes the little Marcie card. And so for our final card here, we have a super cute balloon shaker. So I die cut the balloons from the watercolor panel before I started here. So I just cut them twice right there. And now I'm just going to use again that sun stencil that came with the summer box. And I'm just kind of placing it where I want it. And I'm going to start with the fired brick ink. And I'm gonna just kind of try to focus right on the center of the sun there. Just like that. And then I'm not putting too much of the fired brick down, and then I'm going to go to the spice marmalade, and I'm just going to blend out all around that fired brick. But I'm not using the whole stencil, I'm just kind of focusing it right between the two balloons. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and add my acetate to the back. And I'm just going to use some 1/4 inch tape all the way around my balloons to add my acetate. And now I'm just adding my foam tape all over the back of that panel, and especially focused right around my balloons so that none of my little shaker pieces fall out. Right now I'm just adding some large glitter. They're kind of like glitter sequins. I got them at Michael's quite a while ago, so I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's just a very fine glitter sequins mix. And they just shake around in there and it's really cute. I'm just using one of the long flags dies there, and I'm just running my balloon letters just over some of that black soot ink, distress ink, just to give it some texture and dimension there. And they are die cut with watercolor paper. I'm just attaching my panel to the front of the card, and now I'm going to attach my long flags die with some foam adhesive. And then my numbers are just going to go right before that surprise there. So I'm just going to attach my little bows, and then that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you really love the August club kit. It is fantastic. You saw how many different things we did with it, and I hope that you go and subscribe because it's a fantastic value for your money every month. And you get a beautiful kit in a beautiful gold envelope, and it's just fantastic. So until next time, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to my channel for future videos.